this, and it hasn't been established yet what happened. But of course, a couple of you, when we were talking about it earlier today, mentioned about carbon monoxide poisoning. And then his daughter, Jean's daughter, she's also called Jean, I think. She came out and said she thought it was probably carbon monoxide poisoning. But now they're saying maybe not, because there was no evidence of a gas leak. It's now transpiring they were all found in different rooms, which is very strange, isn't it? Well, not if it was carbon monoxide poisoning, because that's possible, isn't it? They could have been easily have been in different rooms. If as was half, or I half thought about in the beginning, if it was some sort of pact, because at the end of the day, Gene is 95, and who knows what his health was, and was it some sort, that was when two people and a dog are all found deceased at the same time in one place. It might be the police said there was no suspicious circumstances, but to me, I don't think you can get any more suspicious than that. Might not be a third party involved, might not be foul play in that sense, but obviously something unnatural happened, for two people and a dog to be found deceased. So, now they're looking into it, and there are two other dogs apparently who were okay. So maybe they were outside the property, and they were all there deceased for quite a few days. They have it up to the date of time of me making this video. They hadn't released exact details, but we're going to look and see what details we've got now, what's transpired now. Oh, so Lorna's got a wine or a whiskey. No, Lorna's got a wine. David's a good boy like me. Not that I'm not a good girl, but just tonight I am. I've got a cup of tea tonight. But that's so far. It doesn't mean to say that shortly I might have something different. So let's have a look. I think it's a real, mystery. So the police are now making an investigation. So let's have a look what according to Sky News, this is the latest news. The deaths of the actor and his wife are suspicious enough to require an investigation. Well, good. It needs an investigation. Of course it needs an investigation. You don't find two people and a dog dead and think, oh, you're not going to make an investigation. May come out there it is carbon monoxide poisoning, or, however it comes out to be, it still needs an investigation. Of course it does, doesn't it? So Oscar-winning actor Gene Hackman and his wife have been found dead at their home in New Mexico. Police are investigating and searching the property. Follow this page for the latest updates. So here he is. This is an interesting little video because it's got a few little... This is the French Connection, isn't it?
Hold it! We didn't ask you to fight for us. But damn it, don't fight against us! Leave us alone! How many more sacrifices? How much more blood?
We must sleep.
How many more lives?
What do you want?
General.
This was Lex Luthor. We saw this earlier.
Thank goodness my needs are small. As it turns out, I have this affinity for beachfront property.
What do you want?
Australia.
All right, gentlemen. He's got one barrel left.
And this was The
When he
Unforgiven.
fires that,
another
take out your
bullet film.
pistols and shoot him down like a mangy scoundrel he is.
So he's a baddie in this one. Tia.
Misfire.
You shouldn't have done that.
Hang on. Shh. Stop. Sorry. Let me go back a little bit. It's because the dog next door's barking, so she feels like she has to join in. Bad girl.
Misfire.
You shouldn't have done that, Blanche. It was a dumb thing to do.
This was Bonnie and Clyde.
Please, I didn't marry you. Listen, shut up. Please, let's go. Let's leave. Let's get out of here and leave town. Please make it stop. The guy got us up.
I can't. I killed a guy. Now we're in this.
Yeah, very good actor. I'd love to see all those films again, to be honest. So this is the family statement. Let's have a look. The statement has just so this I think has only just come in, 50 minutes ago. It is with great sadness that we announce the passing of our father, Gene Hackman, and his wife, Betsy. He was loved and admired by millions around the world for his brilliant acting career, but to us, he was always just Dad and Grandpa. We will miss him sorely and are devastated by the loss. So that's from Elizabeth, Leslie, and Annie Hackman. He's got 3 daughters. Are they all girls, his children? I'm not sure if Leslie is a girl or a boy. So here's what we know so far. Hollywood legend Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy have been found dead. They had been dead for some time and were found in different rooms when officers found them, according to a search warrant. So I think Betsy was found in the bathroom. Apparently there were pills around, and there was and the dog was not far from where Betsy was. But Gene Hackman, he was in what they called a mud room, like a room where you change, like suppose if you go out and walk the dogs and you come in with your muddy shoes and wet clothes. That's where he was. So he was in a separate place. Now, apparently, there were no signs of like shotgun wounds or stab wounds, it didn't look as if they'd been assaulted. But of course, we haven't had any results from the post-mortem yet. So apparently a police search warrant says that the deaths are suspicious enough in nature to require a thorough search and investigation. And spokesperson Denise Avila said the deputies responded to a request to do a welfare check. So it seems like maybe one of the family had not been able to get in touch with them for a couple of days. And this was around 1:45 local time to find the couple and their dog dead at the scene, but 2 other dogs are okay. And earlier, his daughter Elizabeth, Gene Hackman, told TMZ the couple may have died from carbon monoxide poisoning. So although the authorities have said that foul play isn't suspected, they have not disclosed how the couple died. So let's see. That's him and his wife a little while ago. He married Betsy Arakawa in 1991. They met in the 1980s at the gym where she then worked. The details of her life and career are not widely known. She was apparently born in Hawaii in the 1960s. She was a classical pianist. She hasn't got a Wikipedia page. I looked for her. There's no Wikipedia page for her. She was a classical pianist who supported Hackman in his later life as he turned to writing novels. And back in 2014, he praised her for her unwavering, specific read-throughs of his work. So, as we reported earlier today, the couple apparently had a quiet life. So apparently he liked a private life. He didn't like all the Hollywood glitz and glamour. And he's on record as saying they like to watch DVDs together. Well, it's probably Netflix now, isn't it? They were watching Netflix. Anything else? Okay, here's the quote in full from the police search warrant. Circumstances surrounding the death of the two deceased individuals are suspicious enough in nature to require a thorough search and investigation because the reporting party, actually this is strange, isn't it, found the front door of the residence unsecured and opened. Deputies observed a healthy dog running loose on the property, another healthy dog near the deceased female. Hey! That's sad, isn't it? Because the dog probably wanted to stay with her. So why was that dog not affected? If it was carbon monoxide poisoning, if there was a healthy dog near the deceased female, then a deceased dog laying 10 to 15 feet from the deceased female in the closet of a bathroom, the heater being moved, the pill bottle being opened and pills scattered next to the female. The male decedent being locked in a separate room of the residence, located in a separate room of the residence, and no obvious signs of a gas leak. So that's all, that's strange, isn't it? If this was carbon monoxide, how were two dogs okay? Why were they not all deceased? But there is something about one of the heaters had been moved. It was on the floor, apparently. Yeah, what do we think of that? I'm going to come back to chat and just see what you're saying about that. What do you think? Yeah, she's got an ear-splitting bark, isn't it? Hi, Kelly. Why do you think, though, if it was carbon monoxide, the door was open? Remember, it said the door was open to the property, so that would have let some fresh air in. Why was the door open? I mean, maybe they'd open the door just so that the dogs could, go out into the garden. I don't know. I mean, we don't know who left the door open. Maybe Gene Hackman had just come back from walking the dogs. If he was in this mud room, as they call it, where you change out of wet clothes and muddy shoes, etc., maybe he had just come in with the dogs. But what I don't understand, if one of the dogs then was next to the woman, probably guarding her, because that's what they do, dogs, isn't it? Why was that dog okay, but the other one was deceased? So, yeah, there's still quite a lot, isn't there, to find out. There's still quite a lot to find out, didn't it? Let's see if I can find anything else. Well, let's carry on just looking at what Sky News has got to say. I'm sure there'll be other articles. Oh, here. So here's the details of the evidence found by the police so far, according to the search warrant document. Deaths are being seen as suspicious enough to investigate. Officers found all other buildings in the garage to be locked and secured after a search. They did not find any signs of forced entry or any evidence of belongings being taken. Nothing appeared to be out of place. Santa Fe City Fire Department conducted testing to determine if there were signs of a possible carbon monoxide leak or poisoning, and they did not find any signs of a leak. That's strange, isn't it? The New Mexico Gas Company also carried out tests on the gas line in and around Hackman's home. There are no signs or evidence indicating there were any problems associated to the pipes in and around the residence. As we reported earlier, police also noted there might not be obvious injuries after a death from a gas leak. Searches continue for biological material, trace evidence, or latent fingerprints at the residence, which could assist with working out a cause of death. There are no immediate signs or indications of blunt force trauma. Officers are seeking to seize any blunt force objects in the event there is any indication of blunt force trauma once the Office of Medical Investigations arrives on scene and conducts their initial field investigation and possible cause of death. So it seems there's no evidence of anything, no evidence of them being attacked or robbery, no evidence of a gas leak though, so far. So the testing that's been conducted so far is showing no signs of a possible carbon monoxide leak. Strange, isn't it? It's getting stranger and stranger. Well, yeah, maybe the dog did come in afterwards, but the carbon monoxide would still be there, wouldn't it? And what were the tablets that were scattered everywhere? Gosh, a real mystery, isn't it? Let's see if I can find another article. Because of course now it's daytime, isn't it, in America? So they'll just be, getting into all the investigations and everything. So there'll be information coming out now and overnight, I would think. Can't see anything. Oh, here. So then let's have a look at this. This is the New York Post. So the 911 caller who discovered Gene Hackman and his wife dead was shocked and shaken. I bet they were shocked and shaken. I mean, you would be, wouldn't you? I don't know who found them. A newly released 911 recording reveals the worker who discovered the bodies of Gene Hackman and his wife inside their Santa Fe home was shocked and shaken and pleaded with authorities to get there quickly. Let's watch the...
After a neighbor request, investigation is underway into the deaths of Hollywood legend Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy Arakawa after the couple was found dead in their Santa Fe, New Mexico home. Authorities discovered the 95-year-old Oscar winner, his wife, and their dog on Wednesday afternoon after a neighbor requested a welfare check. The Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office says foul play is not suspected, though the exact cause of death remains undetermined.
Oh, look at that dog.
Celebrity forensic pathologist Dr. Michael...
Oh, look, that's like my dog. This one looks like my Tia. Looks like our dog. This one looks older, doesn't it? Maybe this is it's funny. So 3 dogs they had. I don't know if it's 3 German Shepherds, but they've obviously got 2 German Shepherds. 1 German Shepherd has died, and the other 2 dogs are okay. Really strange.
Baden speculated that the couple may have died from accidental carbon monoxide poisoning, possibly due to a running car in their garage or a malfunctioning boiler. Hackman, one of the most
possibly due to a running car in their garage or a malfunctioning boiler. But then the police have said now there is no sign of carbon monoxide poisoning. So make of that what you will. And it just seems to get all the way to 95 and die of carbon monoxide poisoning. Oh my God, it's just ironic, isn't it, really? Because bloody hell, to get to that age, and it seems like certainly up to 2 years ago from the videos we saw earlier, he was driving himself around. I mean, imagine still being driving around at 95, driving himself around, doing yard work, popping to the hamburger place and getting a hamburger when he felt like it. Just so, I mean, he has had a very long life and a very, I would imagine, interesting life, successful life. I mean, you don't know what's going on in people's heads, obviously, but, he's been an actor, he's written books, you can honestly say he's made a good contribution to society and probably enjoyed his long life as well. Not many people get to live nearly 100 years and still be fit and healthy as well, still driving around at that age. But then it just seems ironic to go all that way and, live through everything he's lived through. I mean, he was in the army, he was in the Royal Marines, wasn't he? He lied about his age to get in the Royal Marines. He went through the war and then to be killed by carbon monoxide poisoning, because I know it happens, but it's, it's unusual, isn't it, in this day and age, because a lot of people have gas detectors or, the things that cause carbon monoxide poisoning. I mean, of course, cars can cause it, I know, but normally that's when someone does it on purpose, isn't it? Like, it's a common way of self-deletion, isn't it? But, gosh, I think this is getting more mysterious by the minute, to be honest.
Celebrated actors of all time won 2 Academy Awards for The French Connection and Unforgiven, and starred in classics like Superman, Hoosiers, and The Royal Tenenbaums. After retiring in 2004, he moved to New Mexico and turned to writing novels. Arakawa, a pianist, had been married to Hackman since 1991. Their last public appearance was nearly a year ago. The sheriff's office says the investigation is ongoing as the entertainment world mourns the loss of a Hollywood giant.
Oh, there you go. That's what the New York Post has got to be it. So anyway, the 911 call reveals that the worker who discovered the bodies of Gene Hackman and his wife was shocked and shaken and pleaded with authorities to get there quickly. And he said, I think we just found one deceased person inside the house. The rattled caller said on the recording, obtained by TMZ, or have they got the recording? I'm the caretaker for the subdivision. So where's the recording? Oh, is this the recording? And then a man can then be heard saying, damn, damn, damn. And the caller said he saw the bodies through a window and nobody described them as female and a male. I don't know where doesn't seem to be. They're not moving, he said, just send somebody out here quick. So they don't, but I can't see the actual, these are just photos. No, these are just photos, but I can't find the actual recording. Let me see if I can find it up on
An investigation is underway into
Google.
the deaths of Hollywood legend Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, after the couple was found dead in their Santa Fe, New Mexico home. Authorities discovered the 95-year-old Oscar winner, his wife, and their dog on Wednesday afternoon after a neighbor requested a welfare check. The Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office says foul play is not suspected, though the exact cause of death remains undetermined. Celebrity forensic pathologist Dr. Michael Baden speculated that the couple may have died from accidental carbon monoxide poisoning, possibly due to a running car in their garage or a malfunctioning boiler. Hackman, one of the most celebrated actors of all time, won 2 Academy Awards for The French Connection and Unforgiven, and starred in classics like Superman, Hoosiers, and The Royal Tenenbaums. After retiring in 2004, he moved to New Mexico and turned to writing novels. Arakawa, a pianist, had been married to Hackman since 1991. Their last public appearance was nearly a year ago. The sheriff's office says the investigation is ongoing as the entertainment world mourns the loss of a Hollywood giant.
Okay, I haven't found the actual video, but audio. But of course, you can rely on the Daily Star. The Daily Star goes into a little bit too much detail. But anyway, because they're saying, and I don't know how long they've been there, but they're saying they're partially mummified. What the hell do they mean by that? It's not nice, is it? Let's have a look at this video.
Circumstances of their deaths and said an investigation is ongoing. A spokesperson for the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office said deputies responded to a request to do a welfare check at the home on Wednesday around 1:45 local time and found Hackman, his wife Betsy Arakawa, and a dog dead. Hackman, who was 95, was one of the industry's most respected and honored performers.
Gene Hackman receives his Oscar from Liza Minnelli.
Get off the bar and get on the wall.
His dozens of films included Oscar-winning roles in The French Connection and Unforgiven, and he had a
We'll watch
breakout
this again because the
performance
sound was low
Gene
at the
Hackman
beginning.
and his wife were found dead in their New Mexico home on Wednesday. Foul play is not suspected. However, authorities did not release any details of the circumstances of their deaths and said an investigation is ongoing. A spokesperson for the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office said deputies responded to a request to do a welfare check at the home on Wednesday around 1:45 local time and found Hackman, his wife Betsy Arakawa, and a dog dead. Hackman, who was 95, was one of the industry's most respected and honored performers.
Gene Hackman receives his Oscar from Liza Minnelli.
Get off the bar and get on the wall.
His dozens of films included Oscar-winning roles in The French Connection and Unforgiven, and he had a breakout performance in Bonnie and Clyde.
It's a make-believe world, and as I say, it's what I wanted to do as a child, and I fulfilled a lot of my dreams.
Oh. It's very intriguing, isn't it? These more videos. They're just all saying
Gene Hackman and
the
his
same
wife
thing, aren't they? I don't think they're saying anything new. So, yeah. TMZ. So is the call on there? Oh, here we go. Here's the actual audio, I think. Oh, hang on, I'm not sharing.
It's going to be
Down
at the gate.
Santa Fe 911, what is your emergency?
Hello, my name is the caretaker for Santa Fe Summit. I'm here about past 10,000 ways. I think we just found one deceased person inside a house. What's the address here? There's no address. I'm going to wait for you at the gate. I'm going to wait for you to please send somebody really quick.
Okay, what's going to be the address?
It's going to be down at the gatehouse. I'll meet you over there. I'll meet them over there. I'm the caretaker for the subdivision. I'm going to bring them up here.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me speak with the paramedic.
Thank you.
Give me 1 second.
Damn.
Are you with the patient now?
Yeah, I'm over at their property. There's no address here. So I have to meet the ambulance or the police, whoever, down at the gatehouse. I'll bring them up here.
Okay. How old is the patient?
I have no idea.
You don't know? Okay, that's fine. Is the patient a male or a female?
A female and a male, probably. I don't know, sir. Just send somebody up here real quick.
Okay. Are they awake?
I have no idea.
Are they breathing?
I have no idea. I'm not inside the house. It's closed. It's locked. I can't go in. But I see them. She's laying down on the floor.
Oh, he just said it's locked. I can't go in. But before it said that the door was open. Maybe the back door was open.
From the window.
Do they appear to be awake or alert?
No. It's not.
Okay. Are they moving at all?
No, dude, they're not moving. Just send somebody out here really quick.
Okay, my units are underway, okay?
I'm sorry?
My units are underway right now. And
So these call handlers sometimes, I mean, he just sounded bored stiff, didn't it? You know, this poor guy, what a trauma to find two bodies. How traumatic. And, you know, the call handler's just like, oh, well, it's just another day at the office. Didn't realise it was Gene Hackman, did he?
Okay, I'll meet them down at the gatehouse because they might not have a code.
you don't have like the actual address of the house of where this person lives?
I have no idea. There's no address. There's a reason why for that.
Okay.
Right, I think we'll listen to that one more time. Oh, gone to another one.
I was kind of a strange,
We
indifferent
didn't do
athlete
that.
when I was a kid.
Hang on.
I think maybe if I'd had a proper.
Right, we'll listen to the audio one more time. I just want to check. Could you could you hear that? Yeah, you could hear it. Okay. Let's listen to it one more time. Bless him, that poor guy.
What is it? It's emergency.
Hello, my name is the caretaker for Santa Fe Summit. I'm here about past 10,000 waves. I think we just found one deceased person inside a house. What's the address here? There's no address. I'm going to wait for you at the gate. I'm going to wait for you to please send somebody real quick.
Okay, what's going to be the address?
It's going to be down at the gatehouse. I'll meet you over there. I'll meet them over there. I'm the caretaker for the subdivision. I'm going to bring them up here.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me speak with the paramedic.
Thank you.
1 second.
Damn.
Oh, bless.
Are you with the patient now?
Yeah, I'm over at their property. There's no address here. So I have to meet the ambulance or the police, whoever, down at the gatehouse. I'll bring them up here.
Okay. How old is the patient?
I have no idea.
You don't know? Okay, that's fine. Is the patient a male or a female?
A female and a male, probably. I don't know, sir. Just send somebody up here real quick.
Okay. Are they awake?
I have no idea.
Are they breathing?
I have no idea. I'm not inside the house. It's closed.
No, it's funny, isn't it? Because he says, first of all, he says, I have one, two. No, he starts off saying two bodies. Let's just go back to the beginning.
Santa Fe 911. What is it? It's emergency.
Hello, my name is the caretaker for Santa Fe Summit. I'm here about past 10,000 waves. I think we just found one deceased.
I think we just found two or one deceased. And then later he says he's looking through the window and he can see one body, but I don't think he would have been able to see Gene Hackman's body. Now, maybe he just knows that there's two people live there, so he just thought they would probably both of them be deceased. Otherwise, one would have phoned the ambulance, wouldn't they?
Person inside a house. What's the address here? There's no address. I'm going to wait for you at the gate. I'm going to wait for you to please send somebody real quick.
Okay, what's going to be the address?
It's going to be down at the gatehouse. I'll meet you over there. I'll meet them over there. I'm the caretaker for the subdivision. I'm going to bring them up here.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me speak with the paramedic.
Thank you.
Give me 1 second.
Damn.
Oh.
Are you with the patient now?
Yeah, I'm over at their property. There's no address here. So I have to meet the ambulance or the police, whoever, down at the gatehouse. I'll bring them up here.
Okay. How old is the patient?
I have no idea.
You don't know? Okay, that's fine. It's a
How old is the patient? He says he has no idea. Now, I do, I know they have to ask questions, but I wish they would say from the, because as he's asking those questions, I wish they would say right from the word go, right, someone's on their way, because when you're listening to these calls, you think, God, are you sending someone or what? You want them to say that, don't you? Right? There's someone on the way, then ask the questions. But I think it would calm people down if they made it clear to them that there's people on the way, before they started asking these questions. But they don't make that clear in a couple of 911 calls we've listened to. They don't, and 999 calls, they don't make it clear that somebody is on their way before they start asking all these questions.
the patient, a male or a female?
A female and a male, probably. I don't know, sir. Just send somebody up here real quick.
Okay. Are they awake?
I have no idea.
Are they breathing?
I have no idea. I'm not.
He's just told him at the beginning that he thinks he's got a dead person there. Now he's saying, are they awake? I mean, just why? I suppose, is it because they've got a list of questions he's got to ask? So that's just one of them. So they feel like they've got to ask that question. Are they awake? But he's already said at the beginning of the call, they're dead.
Inside the house, it's closed. It's locked. I can't go in. But I see them. She's laying down on the floor from the window.
Do they appear to be awake or alert?
No.
Yeah, so he said then, I see them, I see her laying down. I don't like these mysterious things, because it does feel mysterious. Then you've got the police saying the door was open, and now he's saying he can't go in because the door's closing, unless it's just another door maybe at the back that was open. Maybe he didn't know about that door. And to be honest, he wouldn't want to go in, would you? You wouldn't want to go in there. No offence, but you really wouldn't. Because if he's looked in through the window and she apparently was, from what they're saying now, they'd been there a while and she was partially mummified, you definitely would not want to go in, would you?
No, it's not.
Okay. Are they moving at all?
No, dude, they're not moving. Just send somebody up here really quick.
Okay, my units are underway, okay?
I'm sorry?
My units are underway right now. And
okay, I'll meet them down at the gatehouse because they might not have a code.
you don't have the actual address of the house of where this person lives?
I have no idea. There's no address. There's a reason why for that.
If you can get Peter around, please. Okay.
So I dated someone.
Right. Okay. So let me go back to where I was. I don't, no offense to you, whoever you are, but I don't really want to hear about you. No offense, as I say. So, yeah, it could be that they had to keep the dog separate, as you say, because we have to keep our dog separate. Maybe that they thought maybe one was sometimes people have one dog that they allow in the house, maybe if it was elderly, and then the other dogs, if they were younger, maybe they were more guard dogs, they were kept in the garden. And as somebody else said, sorry, I've got a real frog in my throat, as I think it was Lorna was saying, if those dogs would have been there on their own for a few days, they would have been hungry. So, lucky they weren't aggressive, really. Yeah. Oh, so very sad, isn't it? It's very sad. They look very happy together, don't they? I mean, I know you can never tell, but they do look happy. They were together for 30 years, but and these are some photos. Let's have a look at the photo, Photos. Bless him. But yeah, he had a life well lived, whatever happens and whatever the results of this inquiry. He had a good life. At least he had a good life. I think you could safely say that. Just a shame for it to end in this way. There he is with Clint Eastwood. No, he probably would have hated all this attention because it seems like, they were private people. But do you know when someone as famous as this dies in mysterious circumstances, they have to get to the bottom of it, don't they? I mean, what the hell happened? What happened? Huh. Liked his golf. You always remember him in that trademark hat in The French Connection. Okay, right. Go back. I need to go back. So the caller says he can't see anyone moving. He's not in the house with them, but outside looking for a window with no way of getting in, he says. So this is the house. So it's a big house. So it just may be that the door nearby where the caretaker wasn't open, but looks like there's other doors there, doesn't it? It's huge. So the police have said a door was open, but you can see from the size of that house that could have been, anywhere. So yeah, so there you go. We'll just repeat this. The death of the two deceased individuals was deemed to be suspicious enough in nature to require a thorough search and investigation because the reporting party found the front door of the residence unsecured and opened. Now that is a definite conflict to what we've just heard on the 911 call. I don't like conflicts like that because the guy distinctly said, I cannot get in there. But in here it's saying the reporting party found the front door of the residence unsecured and opened. Maybe there was another door that he couldn't get in. Maybe he could get through the first door, but not the second one. And deputies observed a healthy dog running loose on the property, another healthy dog near the deceased female, a deceased dog lying 10 to 15 feet from the deceased female in a closet of the bathroom. In a closet in the bathroom. The heater being moved, the pill bottle being opened and pills scattered next to the female. The male decedent being located in a separate room of the residence and no obvious signs of a gas leak. Oh my God. I mean, what do you make of that? I mean, it's like, so no gas leak, no signs of sort of attack or robbery, etc. But they are dead. So what the hell happened? Crikey. My goodness. Pills were strewn around the counter and a space heater. Well, that was something I didn't know what they meant by a space heater. What's a space heater? Is that just a heater that heats up a space? Pills were strewn around the counter and a space heater was found near Betsy's body, which authorities say showed some signs of mummification. Gene Hackman was found nearby and appears to have fallen based on where his sunglasses were next to him. So, seems to have fallen. Well, that would suggest some sort of gas poisoning, wouldn't it? A space heater is a plug-in heater, is it? Yeah, the guy did sound completely truthful, didn't he? Seemed very sort of upset about what he'd found. So, it just could be that maybe one door, I don't know, maybe the first door into the property was, you could have a door that takes you into like a hallway, and then you've got another door that takes you into the bathroom. Maybe that's the door he couldn't get in, or when he said he was looking through the window, I don't know. I mean, it just sounds very confusing to me. And now if they're saying that Gene Hackman appeared to have fallen, that suggests carbon monoxide poisoning. Unless he had a heart attack, he could have had a medical episode, and maybe she just couldn't stand to live without him. You just don't know. But then that doesn't explain the dog, does it? So no evidence of so basically there's no evidence of anything, but there's two people and a dog deceased. Yeah, I suppose could the dog have starved couldn't starve to death that quickly, could you? Well, I don't know how long they'd been there, but of course the other dogs were okay, but maybe this particular dog was more elderly. It normally takes quite a while for animals to starve to death. Now, maybe dehydration, because having no water is worse, isn't it? You can't survive that long without water, but you can survive quite a long time without food, apparently. It's a real mystery. It's a real mystery, isn't it? And yeah, if a space heater means a plug-in like radiator type thing, that's going to be electric, isn't it? Not gas. I'm flummoxed. Or even flummoxed. Yeah, Matthew, you're right. It is still breaking, and they're trying to report whatever news they've got, but yeah, they don't have the full news, do they, of what's happening at the end of the day? So we haven't got the full news yet about it. Let me just have another look around, because it is moving quickly. So there could be some more news as we speak. Let's have a look. No, most of the news is what's the word, about the 911 call. What's this on Facebook? Let's watch this.
Here about past 10,000 ways. I think we just found one deceased person inside a house. What's the address here? There's no address. I'm going to wait for you at the gate. I'm going to wait for you to please send somebody really quick.
Okay, what's going to be the address?
It's going to be down at the gatehouse. I'll meet you over there. I'll meet them over there. I'm the caretaker for the subdivision. I'm going to bring them up here.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me speak with the paramedic.
Thank you.
Give me 1 second.
Damn.
Oh.
Are you with the patient now?
Yeah, I'm over at their property. There's no address here. So I have to meet the ambulance or the police, whoever, down at the gatehouse. I'll bring them up here.
Okay. How old is the patient?
I have no idea.
You don't know? Okay, that's fine. Is the patient a male or a female?
A female and a male, probably. I don't know, sir. Just send somebody up here real quick.
Okay. Are they awake?
I have no idea.
Are they breathing?
I have no idea. I'm not inside the house. It's closed. It's locked. I can't go in. But I see them. She's laying down on the floor from the window.
Do they appear to be awake?
He clearly says there, I can't go in the house. It's locked. I can't go in. He clearly says that there. So that is a contradiction to what the police said. But, you know, you have to really think that probably what he's saying is correct, isn't it? Because he's right there in that moment talking to the 911 operator. He's looking through the window.
Or alert?
No, it's not.
Okay. Are they moving at all?
No, dude, they're not moving. Just send somebody out here really quick.
Okay, my units are underway, okay?
I'm sorry?
My units are underway right now. And
Okay, I'll meet them down at the gatehouse because they might not have the code.
you don't have, like, the actual address of the house of where this person lives?
I have no idea. There's no address. There's a reason why for that.
Okay.
Okay, so you have the keys, you have success, you have, and this is a nice thing in anyone's.
Santa Fe 911, what is it? Emergency?
So, yeah. There you go. What do you think? I mean, it's a mystery, but yeah.